Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday, everyone. I really hope you're good. It's great to be live this morning with everybody. I hope you're all feeling not too cold, as it's a chilly morning. It's very frosty out there. So hopefully I'm going to get you lovely and warm. If you are joining me on the live this morning, I would love to know. So give me a little hi. Let me know you're there. We are going to be doing fitness Pilates, strength versus stretch. Okay, so one interval will be a strength fitness Pilates move, and one interval will be more of a mobility stretch fitness Pilates move. So hopefully you're going to really enjoy this. I am going to use a band and I am going to use a ball for some of this. Not all of it, but for some of it. So if you want to grab that, feel free. And then we are going to get lovely and warm. I'm using the Mind and Body Intervals Mix Volume 1. And I'm going to use, the warm-up is just in the background here. And then I'm going to use the 50-10 mix. So every interval is going to be 50 seconds with a 10-second breather in between, where you're going to be changing from doing a strength move to doing a stretch, release, mobility move. So hopefully that makes sense. We are going to then get going. So I don't think I've got anyone on the live with me this morning, but that's cool. That's okay. If you do this on catch up, let me know. Okie dokie. So, gang, I'm going to start off, as always, in our perfect Pilates posture. Let's bring our feet together, turn our toes out to the corners of the room, realign your heels with your toes, evenly distribute your weight between your right and your left foot. So get that connection, track up through the body, think about the abdominals being nice and strong, let your pelvis come into your neutral spine. Lengthen the rest of the body, grow tall. Shoulders come up and away from your ears. Body is lovely and long. Gang, we're actually going to start with the feet today. I want you to come up onto the toes and then push back into the heels. So we lift and we lower. A little bit of a balance challenge. Getting everything to kick in. Can you do this with an arm float? So you're going to lift up and then let the heels come down into the floor. Perfect. Well done. Let's do one more. And then we're going to get these feet to really warm up. Pedal push through your feet. Bend the knees. And I want you to drive through the arms at the same time. So you're shifting your weight from right to left. Be aware of how that feels. Well done. Give me 4 more. Perfect. Take the right knee up and down. Left knee, lift. So we're floating that leg up. If you want, lift up the opposite arm. You don't have to. You choose. Well done. Lift. We are going to stay on one side. So your right knee is going to come up and I'm going to bring it here and open. We're coming across the body on the diagonal, opening the arm out, going nice and wide. Well done. Can you lift up, rotate the hip, rotate the shoulder? I know this is tricky. It's a lot of coordination. It's also a lot of balance. So do what you can. Feel free to hold a wall with the other hand if you need to. Good work. Pedal push through your feet. So loosen that off. Well done. Okay, left knee. Lift and open. So we're opening that hip out to the side and just allowing that to really release here. Perfect. I'm going to rotate round. So the hip rotates, so does the shoulder. Take your time. It always feels kind of better on one side than it does on the other. I know that. Take your hips open. Lunge from right to left. Little rock on the body here. Be aware of how that feels. Take your time. Give me 8, 7. Well done. 4, 3. Good stuff. Take the arms forward into a swoop, back into a stretch. Head down and head back. Open the mouth if you want. As you take your head back, let your jawline relax. Good work. Take the right arm back and open, then the left. Start to look back behind you. Be aware of how that feels. Perfect. 2 more. 1 more. Again, pedal push through the feet, loosen off, and then come to the back of the mat. Have the feet wider here if you want to. Inhale. Exhale, roll. Chin to chest. Stretch out here. Inhale, rise. Roll through the shoulders, and then lift when you're ready. Take a breath. Inhale, exhale, roll down. Just to the halfway spot, people. Hands on the thighs and press forward. Good morning, Oriole. Roll through. Inhale. Exhale, come down. Give that back a little bit more of a release. We can lift and lower. Push your hips away. And lock that lower back. Lift. Well done. And again. Good work. Roll all the way up. Roll through the shoulders. Lift. Perfect. Roll those shoulders back and release. Good. So I'm just going to put the interval mix on. Oh, you're watching the Australian Open tennis. I know. It's a great sport on at the moment. Okay. So we're going to grab our ball, mini ball, and we're going to start with our first strength exercise. I'm going to do it standing. We're going to take the ball back behind us. We're going to focus posterior chain. We're going to do a standing swim leg. And with this, retract the ball back past your bottom. So you're going to get this really nice, strong engagement through your upper back and through the glutes. Feet hip distance, maybe wider if that feels better for you. Let's push. So this is the 50-10 mix from the Pure Energy Mind and Body Intervals Volume 1. So every exercise we're going to do is going to be 50 seconds, 10 seconds to kind of move into the next one. So I'm retracting the ball back and getting that strong engagement in my upper back, flexing my foot so that I'm feeling this in my lower back and in my glutes at the same time. Really press there.
Take a 15-second rest.
Well done. Press away.
3, 2,
Okay, roll the shoulders. We're going to pop the ball down. Our next move, we're going to roll down. Take a full roll if that feels good for you. So this is our stretch interval. Add a little rotation around the side of the feet. If that feels good for you, inhale, exhale, and rise. And lift. Inhale, exhale, roll down. So I know on the mix he says 15 seconds. It's actually not, it's 10 seconds. It's a little bit of a faux pas on the mix here with the vocal. So every interval is 50 seconds with just a 10-second release. Bend the knees. Let that head go heavy.
Take a 15-second rest.
Okay, roll all the way down to the floor.
3, 2, 1.
We're going to come forward into a high plank.
3, 2, 1.
Forward to that high plank, nice and strong. Now, if any time during these 50 seconds you need to release, you can push back, have a little bit of a breather, and then you can start again when that feels good for you. Think about lifting and engaging the muscles away from the floor. Back is lovely and long, and squeeze the ball to get that little bit more stronger contraction there. Inner thighs, glutes, and pelvic floor. So everything's working for you here. Nice and strong. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, exhale.
Take a 15-second rest. In 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well done. Drop the knees. We're going to sink into our child's
Exercise
pose.
4,
So our release from here,
2, 1.
we're going to take the hands over to one side into our fitness Pilates stretch move. Breathe, open up the side of the waist. Change sides when you're ready. Let that hand come on, feel the stretch. And then bring it back to center. Lengthen away. Be aware of how that feels through the sides of the waist, the shoulders, the neck.
Take a 15-second rest.
Well
In
done.
4, 3, 2.
Okay, gang. So, I'm going to bring you up. Grab your band. Place it underneath one knee and hold on with the same hand.
3, 2.
We're going to take a Superman for our strength move, but we've added a little bit extra resistance with the band. So you need to have the band underneath the same side knee as the hand that you're moving. Yeah, so the band is all down one side. Exhale, lift. Take the lock off the elbow, press away. I want you to flex that foot to get that strong engagement in the muscles in your bottom. Lengthen that spine. Well done. Exhale, press. Hopefully that feels good for you. Well done.
Take a 15-second rest. In 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good work. Keep the band handy because you're going to need it on the other side.
Exercise 6.
The hand that you were just moving,
4,
we're going to take that into thread like a needle.
1.
So I'm going to lift up. Inhale, exhale, and lace through. So we're going to stay on this same side for the whole 50 seconds. Bend the supporting arm as you go through. Straighten the supporting arm as you come up. Open that chest. Try and keep your pelvis as still as possible. It doesn't have to be dead still, but you certainly don't want it to rock and roll too much. Bend the supporting arm as you go through. Straighten the supporting arm as you come up. Open that chest. So thread like a needle, just mobilizing here through the spine, the thoracic region mainly.
Take a 30-second rest.
Well
In
done.
4,
Okay, so we get a little bit more of a longer breather here before we change sides. Let's lift up, cat stretch, separate the shoulder blades, dip under into our cow pose. So take a little bit more of a release here through that back. What we're going to do then is place the band underneath the other knee.
Exercise 1.
Hold on with the hand on that same side.
3,
We've got our Superman strength with the band. Now you can make this stronger for yourself by making the band shorter. Inhale, exhale, flex that foot. Be aware of how that feels. You only need to go to hip and shoulder height. You certainly don't need to go any higher than that. Exhale, press. Inhale, release. Really well done. Stretch there.
Take a 15-second rest.
Good job. Just get one more in.
3, 2,
Great work. You can move that band out of the way. Thread like a needle with that same arm that you were just using the band on.
in 4, 3,
Open out first. So thread like a needle really works on the mobility of your thoracic spine. So that is the area at the back of the rib cage. And it also works on the mobility in your shoulder, but it opens up your chest. So you get a nice stretch there. Some people feel it a little bit further down into the hips. So we can take our time as we move. Inhale, exhale. No rush. Bentley's come and joined us. Good work.
Take a 15-second rest. In 4, 3.
Fantastic. So gang, our next strength move that we're going to do, we're going to use the band.
Exercise 3.
Thread like, VW. I'm going to do this kneeling.
2, 1.
We're going to pull back and then lift. Retract and squeeze the shoulder blades. So we're opening up that space. Now, if it's not good for you to kneel, you could do this laying flat down onto your tummy. So wherever feels good for you, I want you to pull it back. Really squeeze the muscles in the bottom as well. You're getting that strong strength in your upper back and your shoulders. Retract and squeeze. Bentley, we can't have the door open, baby. Come and take a seat. Well done. So we press back.
Take a 15-second rest.
Good work.
In 4, 3, 2.
Perfect. So I'm going to come into calf stretch, gang.
Exercise 4.
We're going to alternate our heel raises.
3, 2, 1.
Press here. Alternate right to left. Just being aware of how that feels. Feel that lovely stretch going down the back of the legs. Now, anytime you're ready, you can hold that straight. We can bring the body weight forward and lift into our swan dive. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Maybe replace the hands. If you want to fully lift, you absolutely can. Try not to flare the elbows. Open up that chest. Inhale. Exhale.
Take a 15-second rest.
Push back.
In 4, 3, 2.
Perfect. We're going to come to sitting. So our strength exercise here, we're going to use the ball back behind us.
In
Strength for the abdominals.
2, 1.
Take both arms up with a leg float. And then open, same leg. Change sides. So we lift up. And then we open out. Well done. Slide that leg along the floor. So you're doing 2 leg slides with the same leg before you change over. Yeah? Lift. Inhale, exhale, open. Good work. Lift. Exhale. Very nice.
Take a 15-second rest.
Press away.
In 4, 3, 2.
Perfect. So, from here, I'm going to take this into our seated spine twist. Sit comfortable for you.
3, 2, 1.
Turn the palms up to the ceiling. And that way you're going to get natural retraction in the shoulder blades. So it's a lot more opening of your shoulder blades if you have your palms up, or even if you have your palms facing forwards rather than having them down. But your legs can be any position you want. You might want to do this with your legs out straight. Some people prefer to sit on a block, and that's absolutely fine. So just be comfortable in the lower region of your body as you're doing your spine twist and rotate through. Inhale, exhale, twist. Keep those shoulders down away from the ears.
Take a 30-second rest. In
Perfect.
4, 3, 2.
Okay, while you're here, just take a little bit of a release, opening up your hips. Let that move from side to side. So our next strength move that we're going to do, I'm going to place the ball in between our thighs. I'm also going to grab the band. I'm going to use both for our roll back. You can come back as far as that feels good for you.
Exercise
Hold the
1.
band in front of you. Lift up, retract the shoulders.
2.
Now squeeze the ball and roll down. Open here and then roll up. Inhale, exhale. If you don't want to come all the way down to the floor, you don't have to. Strength work for the abdominals, but because I've put the ball in between your thighs, you've got strength work for your inner thighs, pelvic floor here as well. Because I've put the band in your hand, you are pressing that band with the hands further away from each other all the time. You are getting a strong connection here in your upper back, shoulders, into the arms.
Take a 15-second rest. In 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well done. Okay, so our next kind of release work is for hip mobility.
In 4,
Hands back behind you, feet go wide. We're going to roll the knee in. Roll from right to left. Be aware of how that feels into your hip as you move. Obviously, everyone's got different range of movement here in the hips. So if you need to have your feet wider or closer together, that's absolutely fine. The distance between your heels and your bottom really is your choice. So you choose what feels right for you as you move. Great work. Fantastic, gang.
Take a 15-second rest. In 4, 3, 2,
Ooh, good work. Okay, coming down to the floor, let's place that ball
Exercise 3.
underneath the back of our pelvis.
3, 2,
Lift up tabletop. We're going to stretch the leg away, open to the side. Bring it back and then replace. So this is strength work for the abdominals, but also you've got a little bit of inner outer thigh work happening. Pelvic floor muscles will be firing as you take that leg out to the side. I want you to use your breath. Exhale. Inhale as you return. Exhale as you open. The knee is over the hip bone. It's not coming in too close. Be aware of how that feels for you. No
take
rush.
a 15-second rest.
Good
In
work.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Well done. From here, take that ball away. You can put it in between the knees if you want. Open the arms out to the side.
3, 2,
We're going to roll the knees from right to left. Take a bit of a release in the back. Open the chest. Be aware of how that feels. Up onto the toes if you can here, gang. Just let that back release into our knee roll. Well done.
take a 15-second rest. In 4, 3, 2, 1.
Perfect. So from here, again, I'm going to put the ball underneath the back
Exercise 5.
of my
In 4,
bottom. Legs are going to come up.
1.
We're going to lower down with one leg, lift up and change. Flex the foot on the way down. You can point the toes on the way up if you want. However, if you know you're prone to cramp in your feet, keep the foot flexed the whole way through. Because a pointed toe can often give us cramp in the foot, just through foot position. So be aware of that. If that's not good for you, you can hold your feet flexed instead. Only take the foot down as low as that feels good for you. So if it's not good for you to go too low, don't take it too low. That's absolutely fine. Inhale, exhale.
15-second rest.
Well done.
In 4, 3, 2,
Good work. So again, we're going to bring the feet down. From here, we're going to go into shoulder bridge. Bring your arms by your sides.
4, 3,
Slowly tilt. Squeeze the shoulder blades away from the ears. Roll the back down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Coccyx hits the floor, we release. We can take our arms up with us if we want to here. Inhale, exhale, roll down, and then release. So I'm going to bring you up. You can have your feet as wide as you need to. Any discomfort in your knees, take your feet further away from your bottom. Take your time, release, work for the back.
take a 30-second rest. In 4, 3, 2.
Perfect. Bring your knees into your chest. So we've got 6 more exercises. 3 strength, 3 stretch. So going back to our strength work, let that back relax and release here a little bit. I'm going to place the ball back underneath the back of my pelvis. You don't have to though. You can bring your pelvis just into neutral spine. That's fine.
Exercise 1.
Legs up, tabletop. Extend one leg, flex the foot.
2.
We're going to stay here and pulse. Lift.
Last phase.
This knee stays over the hip bone. So these are our last 6 exercises. We're going to stay here for the whole 50 seconds on this side. Press there. Good work. Push. Push. So flexing the foot so the quads kick in. Get a little bit of engagement there into the thighs. This knee stays still. Try not to let it come too close over your belly. Other leg presses away. Pulse. Very nice. Push. Push. Well done.
Take a 15-second rest. In 4, 3, 2.
Good work. Okay, if you need to, place something under your head. You're going to come onto your side. I'm going to put the ball in between my knees.
3,
Bring my arm here,
1.
and we're going to take our side-lying open door. And I'm going to take that arm around the head like a rainbow. Open up the chest. Only go back to shoulder height. Look where you're going. And then reverse and come back round. So we've got that squeeze of the ball to keep the pelvis still, to keep the knees together as you're opening up and through. Well done. Inhale, exhale. If you need to have a block or a cushion underneath your head, that's absolutely fine. I want you to let your shoulder relax and release. Such a great mobility move in fitness Pilates.
Rest. In 4, 3, 2.
Okay, gang, you're going to come onto that other side. I'm going to turn over so that you can see me.
Exercise 3.
My ball goes back
In
underneath.
4, 3.
Legs up, tabletop. Other leg pushes away. So we're on the other side now, yeah? So just make sure you're not doing the same leg twice. This knee stays over the hip bone. This leg extended, flex the foot and pulse. Press, press. The abdominals are engaging strong. Back is in your neutral spine. Ball is underneath the back of the pelvis if you want to use it there. Remember, it's never compulsory. You can always take the ball away if that works better for you. You choose. Well done. Press, press. Feel that workload there. Be aware of how it feels. Push.
Take a 15-second rest. In 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good work. You're going to turn onto the other side. Ball goes in between the
Exercise
knees.
4.
Again, put something under the head if you
In
need to.
4, 3, 2, 1.
We open out. Inhale, exhale, come back. Open up that shoulder. Release. The hand doesn't have to stay in contact with the floor. It can just float around the top of the head like a rainbow, making that semicircle overhead. Release and press. Good work.
Take a 15-second rest. In 4, 3, 2, 1.
Perfect. So I'm going to bring you over onto your front. I'm going to keep that ball in between my thighs. We're going to come into bear pose. Hands under shoulders. Turn the toes under. Lift up. Holding this position here. Anytime you need to take a bit of a release, you can push back and then you come up. My knees are literally just floating off the mat, like an inch or 2 inches. Shoulders away from the ears. The hands are underneath the shoulders. Bend the elbows so there's no lock there. You're squeezing the ball. I know your thighs are going to kick in. You can take a release anytime you want to. Bring that forward and through when that feels good for you. Try not to round your back. Keep lovely and long through the spine. So it's very much like an all-four position, but with your knees hovering.
Take a 15-second rest. In 4, 3, 2.
Well done. We are going to come back to our feet. We're going to roll up.
Exercise 6.
Let the ball go.
In 4, 3, 2, 1.
Lean over to the right. Lean over to the left and then roll down. Bend through the knees. Rotate round to the right, round to the left and roll up. Baby back bend if you wish. To the right, to the left and roll. Bend the knees here as much as you need to. Let that release, let all the tension go from the neck, the head. Let it fall out of the crown of your head. Inhale, exhale. Press. Roll.
4, 3, 2.
Take the right arm up and the left.
Reach the end of your
Right hand
workout.
forward and the
Well
left.
done.
Right palm in and the left. Give yourselves and each other a super round of applause. Well done, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed that session today. So the class that I had to miss on Monday, the Fitness Pilates Abs versus Back, I will be putting that on tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. So if you would like to join me for that one, you are very, very welcome. Okay. Hopefully you feel good. Hopefully everything makes sense, and have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. Thanks so much, gang. I'll see you soon.